Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff. Welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, January 16th, 2013. Well, remember our conditional order from yesterday. Let's take a look at that. And I might get kind of messed up here between these. Okay, so I took some screenshots. This is where we left off. With the buy that 151 call on the spiders if the price goes above 147. So what we'll do now is it did execute, and it executed around 3 o'clock or so yesterday. Excuse me, I don't want this. Why am I getting overnights on this? Anyway, let's go back. There it is. There she blows. All right. So this is where it executed on this little wick on this candle here. Little spike of above 147. The trade was waiting for that condition, and it did trigger. And let's take a look at that. I'm gonna hide this. We're gonna go down here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Whew. Man, got too many windows open here. Okay, so here it is. It actually executed at. Go ahead and log off. Man, I tell you, too busy this morning. It did execute at actually right at 3 o'clock and 18 seconds after 3 o'clock. We bought it at the market for. See, it says market. We bought it for 46 cents. And here is the screenshot of the chart, and then I just wanted to show you here that I closed it at 15.23. I sold it for 46 cents. So all it cost me was $2.50 in commissions. Alright, I'm going to close this window because otherwise I'm easily confused. So, alright, so here we are back live, and let me line my charts up here next. Alright, now I can toggle back and forth. Alright, so that experiment worked. So if you want to watch yesterday's video to see how to set up a conditional order. That was on the 15th, daily scan for the 15th. Alright, and I want to let you know that I closed BIDU yesterday for a profit. You know, I thought I'd get rich on it. Let's take a look at BIDU. I thought I'd get rich on it, but that never seems to work out. Let's go back to a daily here. So I did sell it, I don't know, it was right around here, right around 111 or something like that, the price of the underlying when I bailed on it. And this may just be a pullback, and it may continue up. But I'm not real excited about holding long, you know, like naked long. I guess they call it naked when you have a short option without any long option to cover it. So if you have a long option without a short option, what would you call that? Fully clothed, I guess? I'm not sure. But anyway, I just don't like doing that, so I sold it. Alright, now, I'll take this off my list. Here's an interesting thing here. Let's go and see what's going on here. This is the NASDAQ futures, and look, it's up. It's up a little bit, and everything else is down. Does that mean, is Apple bouncing? Let's see if we can find out here. I'll go to 5 minute. No, Apple's not really bouncing. Take a look at this on the daily. I shouldn't laugh. I'm not laughing, but you know, we were talking about that 500 level on a couple of videos, and it opened below it, and it never looked back. There she goes. All right, so how else are we doing with the rest of our positions? I'm still in this. You know, I talked about getting out, but I decided that I don't think that there's a lot of risk and hanging on to this bear call right now with Apple. Chipotle, we're still waiting to start making money here. Salesforce is doing good. We'll take a look at the chart on Chipotle. Nice recovery yesterday. Came down here, hit this bounce. This is when we got in. So there was a nice recovery. So we're okay there. Salesforce just marching right on up. Hit our spot here and she's just marching right on up. I love it when a plan comes together. Panera. Let's take this out of here. It's kind of choppy here. It's been a little, came down here and touched, a little choppy. We were a little slow getting into this one too. We did actually do it on a longer term chart based on this chart. We waited to get a confirmation and then we got in. It's a little choppy, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm not worried about it for right now. And that's really it for our holdings. These Qs are just kind of, oh yeah, we have this Russell at 884. Let's take a look at the chart there and see how we're doing. 884, we need it to stay below this 910 that we have hanging out there for March, I believe. There's a February, it's February. Yeah, it's February right down here. Okay, so let's go take a look. I covered everything I wanted to cover. Let's go take a look at our A+ list. Maybe we'll have a nice short video for you folks today. Alright, we looked at Apple, but we didn't really analyze Apple, so how are we doing here? We were hoping to maybe get a secondary entry to come up here, but I guess it's not going to happen, and it might be kind of late in this run also, because it's been declining for quite a while. Amazon-y. Uptrend, no entry here. Uptrend, no entry here. Not even any secondary. Here was a secondary that we could have done. BIDU, well, we just got out of, but let's go take a look at it and see. I'm going to take this stuff off of here. Clean the chart up. Actually, I could just say delete all drawings. And we'll get rid of that alert. And now it looks like we have a new uptrend here. So we're going to look at either a hook here at this level between 55 and 45, or even higher probability a hook down here. But we're going to need to establish this trend a little bit first. So we'll see how that works out. As long as the price stays up here, this line will continue to stay green and start to bend up to try to meet the price. So maybe we'll look for like a bounce on the 15. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're looking, ideally we're looking for something down here. Or maybe even something here. Okay. Alright. CF. Yeah, we're heading down towards our little marker down here, so we'll see what happens. Chipotle, we are in. CRM, we're in. Google has earnings. Don't even want to mess with that. MasterCard. Yes. Maybe we'll even get, let's activate this drawing and we'll move it down to here. And we'll see if we can get down there to bounce on that. We have earnings coming up on 131, which I think is a Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure. It looks like it's a Friday. So we could do a weekly on this. Netflix, I added Netflix to the A+ list yesterday. Just to let you know, I was just looking to look for new candidates. Every once in a while I want to do, like, you might call it a ventilation, get rid of the stale stuff and bring in fresh stuff. This is fresh. So Netflix, you know, the market really got down on them because they wanted to go just streaming, 100% streaming, and make that their premier product. I think they still mail stuff out, but I think streaming is really taking off. Well, kind of obvious, isn't it? So this is new to our list. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to, again, we're in an uptrend, so we're looking for a pullback, either medium probability or higher probability back down to this level. Price line. I just did a post on my blog about Priceline. It's a guest post, and it's about doing an iron condor on Priceline, and it actually worked out, believe it or not. So you can see that with the with Priceline, and I might have mentioned this yesterday, that because has such high volatility, you can get, if you're doing like a delta 10 or 15 or even 20 iron condor, then you got a nice big wide area here to work with. And then last but not least, Panera. Oh, you know what? We might be able to pile on a little bit more here on Panera. Let's take a look. I know we're already in it, and I know it's not even making any money. But, well, there's no weeklies on Panera. That's the problem. If there was a weeklies, I might do one for next Friday, but there are no weeklies on it, which would be this expiration here. Because of that, I'm not going to do anything. All right. I mentioned something about gold yesterday. VIX is up a little bit, and gold is kind of flat this morning. Oil is kind of creeping up a little bit too, at 93. And I don't have much else to say here. Okay. Well, if I run out of things to say, then I shouldn't waste your time. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.